Rob!
Hello.
It's Monday.
Yes, it's basically the last week of the year, isn't it? Bit of a short week. Lee's only in for one day. I know that you've taken a couple of days off as well.
I have.
I'm going to be working from home for a few days, so it's going to be a bit of a short video. But essentially, Hex Eater's coming out this week, the last DLC, so I need to get that QA'd. Should probably start that. There's a couple of bugs I need to fix first. You're going to be working on the start of the next year, so Colouring Pixels Folklore DLC, it'll be coming out. You need to start that, and I think Lee's just going to hop in, do a bunch of announcements, the vlog. I know that the Steam sale starts this week, so he'll be doing announcements for that. Yeah, should be a short one, good one. But then, yeah, Christmas. Woo!
Christmas. Okay, so I was about to do a recording showing off the new Colouring Pixels DLC. However, I've just realised that there was some dripping sound effects coming from the left of me, and now it looks like there's another leak in the office now. So that's fun.
I've got towels.
He's got the tea towels.
Why are you doing a portrait?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I've just gotten done doing a fork. That'll be an edit for Lee. So I was in the middle of doing a Folklore DLC recording, and then just realised that the office is continuing to leak from another window now, right next to me. I thought I heard some dripping sound effects, so yeah, that's not great. Okay, so I've made a little contraption for this little window situation I've got here. So the water is dripping from the top up there, and it's now dropping onto this little. Half of it's by me, half it's by Rob, and it's now sort of feeding the water droplets down into this little straw and falling into the bucket. So hopefully that'll reduce some of the water damage on the actual windowsill. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, back to the Colouring Pixel stuff. But yeah, so one of Rob's suggestions was to do a sort of old-timey image, sort of like with a sepia overlay. And I thought doing Nessie would be sort of the best suggestion here, as I imagine, you know, the old photograph of Nessie already is sort of black and white and already got a bit of minimal colour. So it looks pretty well. So the decision I had to make was either making Nessie very detailed or sort of putting her in a big open scene like this. I think this works better because it sort of looks like someone's actually taking the photo, and I really prefer this design here. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. We've got this one done pretty sharp, which is quite a big image as well, but there's not too much detail in there, so it was quite nice to do a bit of a simpler one. But for now, I'm currently working on a new image. I'm going to try pronounce this. This is a suggestion by Rob. It's called a... how do you say that? Is it Utbur? It's essentially a crow with a skull head. So I'm going to draw that in a very minimal colour palette, maybe like 3 colours, as I'll probably use white for the skull and just do another colour shade for the body, and hope that'll look pretty cool as well. Trying to incorporate as many sort of different styles as I possibly can in here.
Jack, it's happened again. It's happened again. I made sure to... Hang on, should I turn the lights on and then record? There we go. So I made sure to draw some lines so that we could monitor it a lot easier. You can see, like, these, I drew these red lines. Oh, I can feel it. These red lines I literally drew maybe an hour or two ago. You can see it's going through again. So,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would...
Yeah, I guess I'll try and dry it out again. I think the forecast is to rain all day, isn't it? So, yeah. And our search for offices isn't going very well, is it, Jack?
No. Ooh.
Hello, there you are.
Subjective camera move.
Yeah, we've been looking at offices, and they both seem really good, and now both don't seem really good. So I think maybe we're just gonna have to make a decision and just crack on with it. Okay, so it is about 9:30 or something like that on Tuesday. We've finally got power back on. Great. Yeah, we just need to get out of here because this is not okay. Yeah, I need to have my PC on as well because there's a bunch of stuff I need to do.
Okay, so carrying on with the Folklore DLC, I'm actually almost done. I've run through this quite quickly, more fast than I thought I would. So I'm quite enjoying the ones that I've done so far. Again, trying to incorporate different sort of art styles for each one. As you can see, I've sort of been for like a classic sort of Egyptian look for Ra and Anubis here. I'm quite happy with this one. I found a lot of references for these. Typically they look quite similar, but then I know Anubis has this sort of like apron on, so I thought I'd copy that into the design. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not sure on the green, but all the reference images that I saw it was sort of like this colour of teal green, so I'll stick with it. I think it looks a bit funky, but oh well. But as well as that, we've got this Judge Dill one that I've just done as well, which is a bit more of like a sort of sprite game design. Looks a bit Pokemon-esque, so I'm really happy with this one. But yeah, so I'm going to continue working on the last two images here. Number 19, I'm thinking of doing a sort of like bookmark with a bit of a design on it. I've never really done that sort of aspect ratio before, so I thought we'd try and incorporate it into an idea. And I think a bookmark might look pretty cool. So I'm going to do that for number 19, and number 20 is going to be the big one. So haven't decided what number 20 is going to be yet, but I'm assuming I'll get around to it soon enough. If not, definitely after Christmas and the New Year.
Yeah, I started in last week, or technically last year's vlog. I'm only in one day this week, which is today, obviously, Wednesday. And the main thing I did today was the vlog. That's all done and out the way. But there was some other tasks, mostly announcements. So we have the Steam sale starting tomorrow, so that's announced across the board. I can show you over on Discord a bit easier actually, because we use a bot here, the scheduler bot, which as it says, it just schedules messages. So we have the Hexeed DLC coming out at the end of the week, so that's all scheduled, good to go. The vlog, obviously that's all uploaded and scheduled as well, and then the winter sale for tomorrow. So that's all the main posts done. I think I've got one small task to do for the end of the day, and then that'll be me done for the year as well. But yeah, that's all wrapped up.
If you'll pardon the pun.
And ready to go. And yeah, other than that, there was some more Hexeed stuff, primarily the achievements. You can see there, 250 of 250, we got them all done. There they are there along the bottom. Obviously we have the first 5 milestones and they're complete, that's the same as every other DLC. But we've got these additional milestones, milestone 6, 7, 8, which I had to create custom icons just for this DLC, and then we have the 100% complete achievement as well. This wasn't working initially, and that's because there was a duplicate level, sort of a template in the back end that was being read as not being completed. So we'll have to make a workaround for that. But yeah, everything's working, it's all good to go, and yeah, finishing on 250 achievements, which is a nice round number.
Okay, so it is Monday. Everyone is supposed to be off for the next 2 weeks, but I've come in because we have an electrician on the way. So I have turned on this. I think everything's actually quite dry. I think the power should be able to come back on, but yeah, he's gonna have a look at the socket anyway. Fingers crossed to get it sorted. There's nothing that is gonna get done about that today. And then there's also this bit over here, which I need to check. Looks like it's filled with a fair bit of water. But yeah, well, fingers crossed we're gonna have the electrician come around and sort of fix the shorting issue, and then fingers crossed we can continue to work here for the next 2 months. If not, then we might. the council has offered to put us up, which is very, very, very kind of them, just so that we can continue doing our jobs while we look for another place. Yeah. Right. Okay. So the electrician has been. He was very, very quick, to be honest, but basically there's nothing he could do. So we're going to continue having issues with this until the roof is fixed. I was kind of hoping that he would just basically look at it and just be like, okay, there's obviously a wire here that are very close to touching, so obviously we can just fix that, or even just like bypass it or something like that. But no, essentially we're going to continue having issues until the roof is fixed, which isn't going to be likely. Well, apparently we're getting a survey done in January. So yeah, that's that then really. Thankfully the council has offered to put us up, just because they see that we're actually like losing a lot of like work time and stuff like that. The number of times that like Lee and Jack have just had to go home for the day is really not ideal, and obviously the council just want to see the businesses do well and things like that. So they might be putting us up into one of their business centres, which is actually like very creative and industry. Like they've got some really cool facilities there. They've got like motion capture and stuff like that. But that basically means it might be the end of this office, which is kind of sad. We've been here for 3 years. It's been really quite awesome. Well, mostly it would just be nice to get somewhere where there's heating and things like that. I have basically put an offer in for a new office. It's quite a bit bigger with this one, and it's got a public front as well. So maybe we could do some escape room stuff or something like that. That might be cool. Having basically like one side which is like very business, like game making stuff, and then the front side which is like very much like, hey, come and play a D&D campaign at one of our tables or something like that. I don't know, we've still got a lot of planning to do for that, but fingers crossed we get this place. It's going to be a lot more modern. It's the building will have been built this century, which is nice. Hopefully it'll have heating, because these don't produce heat. Hopefully it'll have good internet. Hopefully the ceiling isn't falling down. So yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed we can get that sorted, but it's still going to be a couple of months to get it done. So we're just going to sort of hopefully take the council up on their offer, move everything away from the windows and use this place as storage until then. So the next few vlogs might be a bit strange, but well, yeah, what can we do? There's not much we can do. One thing I wanted to do before we sort of like, it's the end of this office, isn't it, is show this back room, because we never show it, and there's a reason. It's just a big mess. My brother's always asking, why don't you ever show the room? We've still got all this stuff here from when we moved in, painting the walls and stuff like that. We've got a lot of stuff. We've got some spare merch and things like that from the Kickstarter. This is where we've got all of our pop and drinks and stuff. We've got like these cards and stuff. These are like the Skystead postcards, which we've got a lot of. There you go, you can see them. It's where we keep all of our Christmas decorations and things like that. Yeah, it's where we have meetings as well. It's a big mess, which is why we never show it, but I just thought since we're probably going to be leaving soon, now would be a good time. Yeah, it's just a big mess, isn't it? We've got some spare Christmas cards too. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm going to head off now for Christmas, and I hope that everyone has a good Christmas, and we come back and yeah, everything will be good.
Several days later.
Right, guys, it's 2026.
Yes.
Woo! I just did a presentation thing, didn't I? There was lots of funny slides, some of which are on screen now.
Oh,
yeah, it's true. Yeah, basically, it is cold. You can see it's snowy outside. What is it? -1 today? Yeah, it's really cold. Basically, the council have offered to put us up in one of their offices, which is great. So we're going to go over there now and pick up the keys, and then I think the plan is for us to move our PCs over later in the day, get moved out there so we can actually, you know, feel our fingers. Yeah. Yeah, and the power's on at the moment, which is good, but as soon as the place defrosts, it's gonna be broken again, isn't it? So yeah, let's get moved across and have a look at this new posh building where they've got central heating and yeah, and working power and fast internet and a lot of other things. Guys, new office. Well, new temporary office anyway. We're hopefully not going to be here for too long. But yeah, we've got desks and stuff. We're just speaking to the guy who's been helping us out. He's got some cables for Ethernet and things like that to get us hooked up. They're in the process of setting up some Wi-Fi for us as well. I think the plan is we're going to move that desk over there. Should be good. But yeah, it's warm, guys. Warm. Should we show the thermostat? Look at this. Look at this. It's amazing. All right, and that's it. Yeah, so we are moving to the new office. We've just put everything into the lift. You can see we packed up our stuff, all my monitor stuff and things. I'm leaving the desk risers. Oh, the guys did as well. But oh god, knackered, exhausted. It's very cold. But yeah, goodbye office. You will probably not be missed because you've been a bit naff, to be honest. But yeah, on to better things. Yeah, we're all moved in. Jack's already headed off. It is quite late, to be fair. But we've got our PCs all set up. No, we haven't. Well, in the right place. They're not set up at all. They're in the right place. We've got our stuff moved over. Not a lot to bring over, but yeah, should be good. Yeah, we signed a contract thing. That was boring. We did it though. Free coffee. Yes. Cool. We're good. New office. Woo!
Okay, so now that we're settled into the new office, I've been continuing the work on the Folklore DLC, and I managed to finish it off this morning without any problems, really. The last one was a bit of an issue to try to get done, the Chupacabra? I hope I'm saying that right. A bit of a smaller image, but trying to get the forms right was quite hard to do, especially that I've had a 2-week break from doing culling pixels, and of course we've got this massive dragon image, which I'm really happy with, so any dragon enjoys will hopefully like this image. But as for now, I'm moving back on to voxels, which I've lost. Here it is. And you can see here, I'm working on the theme park DLC. This one's quite hard, I must admit. It's quite difficult finding references. Not so much references, but specific references. So I'm trying to find a sort of design that I like for the entrance of the theme park. And I thought putting the food trucks and sort of like the food area, like the seating area, would be probably the best option, I feel like. So I'm going to do that here first. But I've only just started building this out since before Christmas. So it's looking pretty good. One big thing that I've worked on this morning, however, is actually making the landscape a lot bigger. Originally it was quite small, and I think it was at the size of Medieval, but taking into account that Medieval was a square level, this one was a circle, so it did lose out a lot of surface area. So I made it quite a bit bigger, which took quite a while to add in some extra segmenting. See, it's still not textured, but it leaves me a lot more room to add in like big areas like this. So I'm going to carry on with this. However, we have got another office viewing fairly shortly, so I'm not sure much more I'll get done, but hopefully we'll get some more progress done.
So just in case no one showed off this morning, we're all set up in the new office space here. You can see Jack and Rob on here. We went for another viewing, and yeah, it went quite well. This is the same place we viewed last time. Just checking some more final details before Rob goes ahead with the documentation. But yeah, today, sort of the main thing this week is getting the store page stuff out. Yesterday I got the Folklore DLC for Colour Pixels store page out and announced. Got the competition running as well. It'll all be by the time the vlog comes out, so hopefully you took part when it was still active. But yeah, that's all ready and active. And then today I've just sent off the Mythology Pack DLC for Wooloop, which is the next Wooloop DLC for this month. And yeah, there's the first level. Only made one just because we need one for the store page asset. I do need to make more to get some screenshots before the store page goes live, but that's all out. And now it's going to be a case of heading over to colouring pixels because Jack's finished up the rest of these and just starting the QA because again this comes out on Friday as well. So get as much QA done as possible, get this ready to go, and yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm starting to finally get a grasp on what I want to do for the theme park world. It definitely took a bit of a longer time to sort of figure out how I want the design to look, but I think now that I've added in these sort of bushes here to sort of break up each section of the theme park, I think it looks a lot better. So what we're going to be doing now is that I'm going to be adding in all the tables around here. You can see here I've added in the food trucks and I've added in a little sort of park for the kids here, and I'm going to add in lots of picnic benches around here as a little eating area. And I'm also going to add in, I also had some plans for the roads as well. I want to actually have in some more food trucks driving in, so it looks like sort of the theme park starting to fill up even more. I'm going to have tons of like pedestrians here on the paths as well, trying to really fill out the scene. But as for the plan for the rest of the world, I've had a little think of what I want to do. So if I bring this up here, it's like a screenshot I've just taken. So this whole section here I don't really like. This sort of I think it's called the log fume. I think it's called log fume. I think it's called. And I want to sort of move this up here, just so we've got a bit more room around this sort of path section, so I can break in a bit more hedges, maybe some chairs and things like that. And over here, I want the Ferris wheel. So in this big section here, I want a massive Ferris wheel about there, so it overlooks the road. And over here, I think we'll have the roller coaster. Not entirely sure how I'm going to get the roller coaster to work. Rob sort of had an idea that I could go around the whole theme park. I'm not entirely sure how I'll do that, but I think it'll be an idea worth trying. So that's the plan. Obviously, it's a very rough sketch, but I've had a good think about what I want to do, and I think this is going to be the best player. So I'm going to crack on today and see how far we get.
Alright, yeah, so I've been working on Hexseed, still trying to get that to work. I managed to get builds running on the Switch. There were a few more issues, like I had to basically reflash all of the firmware and stuff like that to update it, and there's an issue with the input system not working. But anyway, the Switch ran out of power, so I've been working on Skystead, which is great because we really just want to get this a few updates out for it just to show that we still want to finish it. They've basically just been importing Skylets though, so we've got a few things like the Ash Fur here, which is the new name we've given it. Zoti, it's quite good. It's just setting up all of the config and things like that, all the things like the eyes and things like that. There've been a couple of pushbacks, nothing major though, so things like Pippin. Pippin didn't have any places to attach the eyes to and things like that, so it's like very, very minor fixes, but we made note on it on Trello. And yeah, they're all looking quite good. Pebble here was quite an interesting one because he's sideways because he walks like a crab. That threw me. And yeah, just making progress. Just need to get the animations and stuff set up for them. I think that's the next step.
Okay, so it's been a really productive day in regards to the theme park DLC for Voxels. It's come along really nicely. As you can see here, there's been a substantial upgrade since the recording I did this morning. So essentially the food area is pretty much done now, as well as the Ferris wheel. Everything's sort of just been placed and laid out. I haven't finished off all the details. I want to do some more details around the actual sort of the food area itself as well. Of course, there's a lot of empty space near the Ferris wheel, but I'm just trying to get as much of the level as the world as blocked out as I can, so I can sort of just go in and add little details here and there. I did do a sketch with the guys today, a little madman scribble. And this hopefully gives you enough information, like the guys got, that shows what I want to do here. So you can see we've got a plane with a little flag on, I've got some air balloons. The Ferris wheel was originally going to be going here, but I didn't like it there. I thought it sort of overshadowed the road a bit too much, and I wanted to include this tent that I did last year. So I'm going to try, I thought this was a bigger area, and I thought it looked a bit better here, so I'm going to put it here. So essentially what I'm going to do, I'm just going to swap around these two sections here, which is the roller coaster. So the roller coaster will now sit on the left side. Got some little, I thought I'd do on this side of the road a little ice cream truck, and maybe some people having a picnic, but they've brought the food over. We've got a overpass as well that Bob suggested, a few cars. And of course I need to finish off the log flume as well. I think I was calling it a log pume this morning. It's not called log pume, it's called log flume. My apologies. So yeah, once all this is added in, the base big assets, I'm going to go in and sort of just add in all the details and extra little things that you'll spot when you're actually making the level. So yeah.
Okay, so I am back working on Hexagon Switch. I'm getting there. There is a few issues with the input system. I've managed to get it actually working with the controls again. Yeah, it's just a few issues. I think there's been an upgrade in the Unity versions. The way the input works is slightly different. So it's just a matter of getting it all working again with this like virtual mouse controller I've got here. Getting there. I think I've got the actual controls working though in the various configurations, so I can disconnect one Joy-Con, etc. The issue at the moment is that the touch isn't working. You can see that when you press down, it sort of just does it in the middle of the screen, and I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it's because the touch controls are going off the legacy input system, and we were just sort of like doing a mishmash of stuff. Oh, here we go. We are running another build. But yeah, fingers crossed I can get this done. We're getting there. It's just a bit of slow progress.
Okay, so you can see here we've got some more progress on the theme park DLC. Just a quick update showing off the merry-go-round here. You can see here it looks pretty nice, to be fair. I try to keep it in the same the same color palette as the Ferris wheel here. Just made it a bit brighter as I want it to stand out a little bit more. And overall I'm pretty happy with it. I've got the little horses in here. I'm pretty happy with these little guys. Obviously I just used one model and then switch the colour palettes around. But I think it works out pretty well. When I'm going to go around and add in sort of all the details to the world, I'll add little characters sitting on there and stuff like that. So that should look pretty good. As for now, I'm going to move back over to some Skystead stuff for a little bit to work on the Cupid's Carnival event for Skystead. I'm doing pretty good so far. I've only just started getting back into the swing of things of using Blender and obviously just 3D modelling in general. But we'll start off with this love heart balloon sort of bouquet. Bouquet? Is it a balloon? You don't call it a bouquet balloon? Balloon bouquet? I don't know what it's called. A bunch of balloons. A bunch of heart balloons. It's looking pretty good. So I've only just started the model. We're going to go in now and UV unwrap all this. And obviously add a knot to the bottom here. I'm going to add one of those like little heart weights at the bottom. And I'm going to get them textured up. I'm thinking of going for a white and pink colour palette, maybe some reds, and see how that looks.
Yeah, it's just been a day mostly of loop level making. So this idea is getting the screenshots ready for the store page that was sent off the other day. Obviously already had this Apollo level finished for the store page. The aesthetic or the style of the level is very reminiscent of the Mythology DLCs from Coloring Pixels, and that's sort of why we picked that one for the store page. And then yeah, I've just done the first 5 levels, including that Apollo level, just to make sure I can get some screenshots, so when Rob gets to build out, I can get the screenshots for the store page before it goes live. So someone has suggested doing a coin. I went for like a Roman goddess on the coin. Hopefully it looks quite nice, or plays nice. I do quite like the way it's turned out. And hopefully the play for that's quite good. Did a Nordic symbol for Thor's hammer.
Mjolnir.
Jonathan?
This is a very small level, but the reason I did this one is because I did this one first, and in classic style of forgetting how Wooloo levels work, I made this level just following a style. It's an Aztec god as well. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. But yeah, this turned out to be an extremely large level, so it's very large. I won't be doing any more big levels to this scale for this DLC because this is too big for playtime. But it's alright to have 1 or 2 big levels in a DLC. So yeah, happy with that. Hopefully gameplay as well. And then finally just finished up with this Bigfoot level just now as well. More vector arty style. I like doing this. If you look here, the ropes are different colours on each side of the pin, and that just sort of adds to the vector art sort of look. And that's because Rob had the idea of doing more modern mythology as well, not just ancient mythology. So I hope that works out as well. And yeah, as I said, get that on a build, get that out for screenshots for when the store page comes back from Steam as well. Other thing today was colouring pixels, the Folklore DLC, and that was just getting the achievements uploaded. There was one change to make to one image. Jack had to quickly do that. But yeah, all the achievements are working, and yeah, that's good to go for tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to show a quick bug that I thought was quite interesting. So you can see the touchscreen controls, I've got them working. But the thing is, if I go into a level... Oh, these load times are fantastic. It's good because it's a debug build, don't worry. You see they're working in here as well. But then if I back out, then they stop working, and I have no idea why why that is. And I think if I go back into a level, it works again. Yeah, I'll work it out.
So yeah, uploading the achievements now for colouring voxels. I've just uploaded the achievements for the last of the free-to-play game, at least what was with launch, not the community pack just yet. So I'm going to launch it and see if we get achievements popping, because Rob's edited it to make it so the achievements should pop when you launch the world, I believe. And they haven't. So yeah, part 2, we're back. The achievement is showing in the list now. So again, check if that's working. And the reason I'm uploading a bit at a time is just so we can test the features Rob's been putting in, because we want it to trigger the achievements as soon as you load the world, so we don't have to go into each individual level, just because it has been a bit of time since we had the game unlocked. So if everyone's been buying the DLCs, then there's going to be quite a few clicks saved there to stop everyone having to go into each individual world. So looking down here, any pop-ups? No. Let me go into the bowling world. There we go. That did trigger the achievement when I went into it. And I'm wondering if the complete all didn't trigger because I have a level on New Game Plus halfway through. The Whack-A-Mole isn't quite finished. So let me head over to Underwater, see if that triggers for the main world. Oh, bit of lag here. But again, I've got levels that need finishing up. So it's going to take a bit more testing. These other achievements, I believe, should be popping though for these completed levels. And obviously that's not happening until I go into the world. So let Rob know, and we'll continue uploading all the achievements. If you look over to my scrollings on my book here, yeah, I've created a little table for each individual DLC, and then I've created the icons for the computer DLC, because it is a bit of a task getting all these screenshots, so it will take a bit of a while getting through all those. But yeah, starts now, and then we'll get through getting all the achievements uploaded.
Okay, so I've just got finished doing the stream for the week, and we've got quite a lot done. We did a lot of Sky's Dead stuff for the Cupid's Carnival event that's possibly maybe coming out in February, and I was just working through a bunch of assets. This is the most recent one that I didn't get finished on stream, but obviously you can see what it is. It's a box of chocolates. It's doing pretty good. All I need to do now is add a bow on the top and obviously texture it. But other things that we got done, we got some origami done. Oh, okay, this is going to take 3 to 5 business days to open, 2 seconds. So we got a origami heart, which looks quite nice. Hopefully this will be floating around the world, sort of like the candles in the Halloween event. This will be hopefully some nice, little pieces around to decorate the world. And as the last one, we have a balloon, which is not going to open either, is it? Oh, it is. We've got some nice, lovely coloured balloons here, which will be scattered around the world too. So there's quite a lot more decoration to do, but this was just sort of, to get me warmed up for these guys and stuff. It's been quite a while since I've done some 3D modelling, so doing it on stream was quite nice. However, apart from that, we've been continuing the theme park world. Not too much progress since I last showed it off, but we have got a sign here now for the log flume. We've got some extra trees in and some extra decor around the actual log flume itself. All that needs to be doing now is sort of build the top. You may have seen in the time lapse from earlier that I sort of sketched in a skull, because like how it's like a sort of skull face that's going to, you'll be coming out of the mouth into the splashing water. So that looks quite cool. And then we're going to have a big hand sort of like reaching for the boat over here. So that's the plan for that one. It's going to be a bit more ambitious than I originally thought, but hopefully it'll look pretty good when it's done.
Good. Yeah, today has been pretty rough. I've basically made no progress on this input issue that we've got. I just did quickly load a previous version of the game just to make sure this wasn't an issue that has been around a while and we just haven't known. But you can see if we go into a level, this is actually not a development build, so you can see the load times are a lot better as well. Everything's fine, which is strange. I did also notice another bug as well. So one of the things that we added for controller support for PC was if you go into the settings menu, you can actually quit the game from here, so you can press start again to get a pop-up for quitting the game. That needs disabling as well, because I have no idea how that works on Switch. I know you're supposed to just press the home button there, aren't you? So yeah, that's another issue. So sadly it looks like we're not going to be able to get the submission off this week, but fingers crossed early next week we'll be able to get it all sorted. Guys, we're in a new office. It's a little bit awkward. We don't really have a sofa or anything to sit on.
Yeah, new year, new office. Yeah, also this is temporary, as I said, I think, through the video, until we get a home office, I guess. So we're looking for. Yeah, so get used to the new white walls until we're ready to move out again. But yeah, walls rolling for the new year. We're getting all the DLC work in progress. We have a DLC coming out tonight, which is the
Folklore DLC.
Pixel DLC, so check that out. We also have a Wulup DLC coming out at the end of the month, along with a potential Skyset update. Is that right? So
Possibly, yes.
Start of February.
Cute
Yeah.
Marvel, maybe.
it's a box of DLC coming out as well. That's right.
Yes.
So, more store pictures, at least, should be live when the video comes out, so check it out. And then we'll be back to our normal weekly schedule next week, where we'll be going into depth what we want over the rest of the year. Right?
Yeah.
Let me say anything.
Do you think so? Except the thank yous, of course. Thank you to our Discord members, of course. Thank you to our Discord members, our lovely Patreon members who always join us to stream keeps me company. And we'll thank
Well, Kim helped us with the move.
That's true, we'll thank Kim and Will.
My mum posted me some gloves, so I've had warm hands.
That's what
It's been great.
I knew there'd be some.